Here we are with Steve Flink, my old friend and colleague, tennischannel.com,
right,
and potential Hall of Famer, almost sure, I'm sure I will vote for it, so don't worry.
Thank you very much.
And, well, Wawrinka, 3 slams, 3 different slams,
yes,
like Murray, who taken many more years to get the same result.
But of course, Murray doesn't have 3 different ones. He has 2 Wimbledons and a U.S. Open.
Correct. We don't know what is better.
True. Yeah, we don't know. Right.
So, were you surprised about again, the one who wins the first set loses at the end?
I'll tell you why I'm surprised, because Djokovic, of all the players, of all the men in the Open era, he has the best record after winning the first set of anybody, career. And it rarely happens to him, and yet now Wawrinka has done it to him 3 times at the majors. Australian Open 14, Roland Garros last year, and now here. That's what surprises me, that he's that, because it's very hard to come back against Djokovic from a set down, even in best of 5.
Yes. Well, your prediction was this time wrong, if I may say, though.
I wish you hadn't reminded me, but I was absolutely wrong.
Well, my one by mistake was right, but I must tell you that in France, I really didn't expect that Wawrinka could beat Djokovic when he did it last year.
Right, right.
This year, instead, you know, the condition of Djokovic, I think Djokovic was somehow not the best Djokovic.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that.
When he made those 2 double faults, when he was down, when he was 2-1 in the second set, and gave the break to...
Played a bad game there.
Yeah.
But I also think where he lost control of the matchup, I thought he was the best Djokovic for most of the first set. Got off to a great start, had the early break, up 4-1, guys, gets to love 30, gets to break point, doesn't take advantage of, has 5-2, 15-40, and he wasn't able to break Wawrinka there. I think if he'd won the first set more easily, might have been a different follow-up to that, we'll never know, but I think that was the first problem. And then, of course, at the end of the second and the end of the third in the clutch games, he couldn't hold serve at 4-5 in the second and again at 5-6 in the third when you expected that he would. That surprised me again, that under pressure there late in those sets he didn't come through.
Yeah, and then I have also the impression that even if he was able to win possibly the 4th set, he would have lost in the 5th. Because,
I think so, no.
Because Wawrinka was much more in power.
No, I think he needed the 3rd, Ubaldo, especially. And in the 3rd, he was down love 3, love 30. He got level to 3-all, 4-all, 5-all, and then at serving at 5-6, he had 30 love. I thought surely we'd get another tiebreak.
Me too.
That was another important game that he lost.
Yeah. Well, so anyway, at the end it has been a nice final, a great US Open.
Right.
Because when there is a great final, you always remember that slam. You know, most of the time, even a slam which didn't offer many great matches. If you have a final like this one, of high quality, I would say in general.
It was.
It's something to remember.
It is, and it's also it's a reminder that we can never sell Stan Wawrinka short on the big. He's never lost a Grand Slam final, Ubaldo.
No.
It's ridiculous, 3-0.
Yeah, well, and what is ridiculous is that he has won only 1 Master 1000.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know any player who won 3 slams and triple. Only 1 Master 1000.
Well, that's what's going to be so interesting going forward with him. Can he finally get to the point where he can play consistently well in events in the Masters 1000s and start making himself something of a contender for #1, and not just have this one big Grand Slam event a year that he wins and not do much else?
Yeah. Should we consider him now a Fab 5 instead of Fab 4?
I think he's earned it. I think he's earned it. He has the same number of majors as Murray. I think he's definitely earned it.
Well, and you have earned my friendship, my, how do you say, estimation. I mean, I don't know how to say it in English.
Admiration.
Admiration, everything, and I hope I'll see you again much before that you become a new Hall of Famer.
Well, Ubaldo, thanks for the well wishes.
Are you coming to Australia?
I'll be in Australia, and I'm looking forward to doing our pieces again there, and thank you for having me on this program night after night, even though I agree with you some of the time.
Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye to everyone. See you at the Australian Open.